you talk shit about them all you want, but they pretty much have it. I was really impressed by the fact that when we went and saw that show, at the end of the show, they were selling these wristbands, right? These wristbands that have like a metal like Kiss little, a Kiss decal, and you basically, it's a wristband that when you pull the Kiss decal apart, it's a USB. So what these guys did, what Kiss did, is they put that show that they performed that night, they put half of the show on a USB, and they sold it for $25. Now with this USB, you get all the songs that they played that night in your town. You get that show along with photos that were taken by photographers that they hired. Those photos get put on a USB as well. And when you go home, you plug it in, and you have all the songs that you heard that night in perfect fucking like sound.
See, that's the thing. There's people who just want to come out and say, "Hey, this is wrong," but like I said, we are still in the early stages.
It's a digital age.
Yes, a digital age, and we still there's still more technology to come, and we're still trying to figure out how to monetize on certain things. I mean, just look at the internet alone. They're trying to figure out they're still trying to figure out the right model, how to make money on certain things.
Yeah.
So right now, I mean, if you know that somebody's losing money and they're going to go under, then don't be an asshole and steal. But I mean, there's some people like the music industry. There's some artists who want you to like spread this shit around.
Oh, yeah.
They want to offer it for free.
Yeah.
They want you to download it. And the music industry ain't losing shit behind this.
Oh, yeah.
They've been assholes about it. They're the ones who were like against things like iTunes.
Yeah.
Any kind of digital file sharing, whether it was sold or not. They didn't want to embrace it at first, and now they're realizing, hey, okay, we're getting closer on how to make a model on how to make money on this, thanks mainly to iTunes coming about.
Yeah.
So right now, it's just too early to take a tone of like, this is right and this is wrong.
Right.
There's certain cases where it's wrong, and there are certain cases where you should like cut somebody you should cut slack on somebody for doing it. And the people going to, I think as people do what you just said with the Kiss concert, you're going to figure out that people are going to discover that fans and users or whatever, players, gamers, whatever, they're willing to pay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm like, wow,
in the right circumstance.
Yeah, I was like, what a brilliant idea. You're not only getting like some memorabilia of the show with this Kiss wristband, but you're getting all the shows that you heard that night.
Yeah,
and along with that, you're getting pictures, and then you can take it home and you can download the rest of the encore. For your specific show onto USB and just have it, as opposed to going and spending, money on a bootleg disc that may not even sound that great.
Or think about something like, I'm looking at the Netflix disc over here. They're starting to embrace every bit of technology that comes out. You pay for Netflix. Not only will they send you DVDs, but you pay a monthly fee and you can start streaming this shit off the internet.
Yeah.
Which
is great.
Take a look at Hulu. Well, actually, Hulu just lost $30-some million, so they may actually have to start charging. They're not profitable.
That would be interesting to see how that happened.
Hulu is kind of suffering, and they are saying that they might have to charge people. But Netflix, they got a bunch of movies you can stream over your PS3. You can stream over 360, and you can stream over your computer.
Yeah,
and you can watch these movies, piracy free. I mean, so people are figuring out how to make money off of this, and figuring out how to entice people to do it. I mean, nobody's going to want to go to the trouble of trying to find a BitTorrent and figuring out if it's the right one, if they're downloading a virus or whatever, when they know they can go to Netflix or someplace that's secure and download it for a small fee.
And the thing is, I was thinking, it was funny because when I went to that show and I saw they were selling those at the end of the show, like nobody was really buying those, where I'm like, that is the perfect thing to buy. People are spending like ridiculous money on other merchandise, where it's like, that's what I want. If I'm going to buy a bootleg of anything, why not just buy it from the artist who are going to give it to me at a decent price? It's better than it's $25, but it's better than $30 what I usually pay.
Yeah.
And and along with that, I get pictures of the fucking show that I was at. And that's a great idea. That's just a brilliant idea, because the week before I was thinking, you know what? I don't understand why bands aren't just putting out their music on USBs.
Some of them are.
I know a few of them are. I think YouTube. I know. I think Radiohead did that too, or at least, Radiohead. I know Nine Inch Nails let you at least go to a website and download the songs. Either I know Radiohead either they gave you an option. You can pay for the newer songs that were coming out for the last album. You can pay for it, or you can just download them for free. They gave you the option of doing that, which I thought, wow, it's great. And I don't think they suffered from that at all because, they have their loyal fan base. Me, I mean, I downloaded their songs and then I bought the fucking CD.
Well, then a lot of people are starting to do that. There's a lot of smaller bands who realize the benefit of not making an album, but making like a bunch of songs, or maybe even one song. And not giving you an album, but giving you the song that you want, with a bunch of other features. Like they will send it on USB and give you some other things.
Yeah.
There's a whole. This is a whole unexplored terrain here, and there are a lot of people going to get into that, and they're going to figure out different ways of how to get people to part with their money to legally get what they want. And it's just it's
I would kill to have a USB of any band I love with the songs. Number one. You can even Kiss incorporated a player where it comes on the screen. You see the band performing. You see pictures of the band performing. At least it was like a it was like a background where they had pictures of the band while the music was playing in their own specific player. I would love for a band to have that along with pictures. Song lyrics and even different cover art, I mean,
it's coming, man. There's going to be all kind of ways. Like I said, we're getting to a point now where people are not going to even be able to make whole albums. They're probably going to make just a couple of songs, and they're going to sell it by giving you extra items to do that. Right. We got a question here from Jay Kool-Aid Man.
Oh boy.
Who's coming up here fucking with us. You don't have the jewels to fuck this stuff. Fuck you. Yes, we do.
Damn.
How dare you? And this from his real name is Jordan. He says, so you think you do? Then prove it, bitch. All right. You want to talk to us like that? I'm going to fuck your thought and fuck it hard. Leave you goddamn soggy in the alleyway. They say, my question is, has there ever been a classic movie that you wanted Hollywood to leave alone that got a sequel or a remake that you enjoyed? And he's talking about, you heard us talking about Roger Rabbit. There have been some remakes from a long time ago that we just kind of expected a remake from. I tell you, the thing I got most nervous about was Dawn of the Dead, which ended up being great. As far as a sequel to a movie that I thought that they would mess it up, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's not bad. I'm trying to think. As far as something that I thought they should leave alone, you got me, man. Well, I'll tell you one. It's going to sound crazy, but Lion King. I always hate that Disney bring out these sequels. I even got one. My mother knows I love animation. She got me a sequel to Lady and the Tramp, and it was fucking horrible.
Here you go, baby.
Yeah,
it's Animation.
You like the talking dogs, don't you?
It's your favorite.
And I tell you, man, Lady and the Tramp is one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. I think it's one of Disney's most close to being one of the perfect achievements.
Yeah.
But that sequel is terrible. But they made a sequel to The Lion King.
Yeah.
And it was called Lion King 1.5. And I thought it was funny as hell, man. They didn't take it seriously. You followed Timon and Pumbaa through all these scenes that you saw in The Lion King, and you followed them through scenes that they took seriously, like the scene where Simba is like held up before all the animals, and they're like the circle of life. While that's happening, in this sequel, they show Timon and Pumbaa walking through all the legs of the animals out there, like, "Hey, what's going on here? You know, there's something important happening." It was a pretty interesting and funny take, and very clever, I thought, on a movie that they could have messed up very easy on. Yeah, that's right now. That's what I'm thinking of.
Jeez,
and that was a straight to DVD release. So I don't even know how much that counts. Some remakes that I thought were great, Little Shop of Horrors, but that was not. That was a cheap ass movie. You know, it's a B movie classic. But
it was a fun movie.
But the sequel is, I think, is a great film. The remake of Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah. Well, it's not a sequel, right?
I'm sorry, the remake.
It's a remake.
Little Shop of Horrors. What do you think?
Predator 2. There you go. There's my answer.
You love Predator 2 better than the first?
Danny Glover.
Okay.
No. It was good. It was just as good. No. Better than the first one?
Well, one that you said that they should not leave that. It's a classic movie, and they should leave it alone.
Huh. Shit.
That's a hard one, because I know there's movies these days when they usually make a sequel, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Or it's just not as good as the first one. At least one
well,
movie
you know
they-
what? Well, Dark Knight for crying out loud.
Oh,
I mean,
well, you know,
but that's a given.
But the thing is that we didn't want them to leave it alone because at the end of the Dark Knight, no, I'm sorry, at the end of Batman Begins, they held up that Joker card, and everybody was like,
yeah, that
okay,
was by far the greatest fucking cliffhanger right there,
and
that
we
you
wanted
could
to
ever
see.
ask for, yeah,
Yeah.
Even though people still thought that. Wait, how are they going to do that? Because Jack Nicholson died in the first film.
People thought that?
Oh, dude, if only you knew how many people were coming up to me like I was the fucking the Batman movie authority and asking like, how are they going to make a sequel if they killed the Joker? I was like, do you not realize that this Batman Begins has nothing to do with any of the other films?
Yeah, fuck off.
People still thought it was in some weird way in correlation with the fucking the movies before, and I was like, are you kidding me? What the hell?
I'm sure I'll think of something
Yeah.
when we're done, but
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, honestly,
yeah, we'll think of something.
Yeah.
Come back with you next week. Anyway, people, we've been here. I think
we've
really
been here way too long.
Way too long. We're out of here now. Fuck y'all. We talking about
Another 5-hour show.
Shit, I think it has gone on to 5 hours. Anyway. Fuck y'all, man. We getting out of here.
I'm ready to go home. I'm gonna watch me some. What is this? Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Sin nombre.
And Sin Nombre. And,
Sin nombre.
Yeah.
Hola.
I'm gonna get my movies on so I can get educated, so I can talk about my new top 10.
All right, people. Yeah, we're out of here. Good night, y'all.
All right, get the fuck out of here already.
Fuck you.
Yo, crazy thought.
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!